Nice to meet you.
That was close. Almost all my bank cards on the stream. I remember that one quite different than what it looks right now. So what's up, guys? Hey, Hernan Castro, how's it going? Hey, old man Logan. How am I today? I'm so busy. I don't even know what to say. 1,000 things happening at once. But yeah, it is what it is. Hey, Ralph Troll. I'm new. Welcome. Okay, so just a tiny bit of adjusting the camera. That's not right. Should be more like this. And definitely want to paint up here, so let's refocus and hope that that is it. So how's everyone doing? I will paint this today. I don't know. I think I'll try to redo or finish the wings finally. Still a lot to go. Still a lot to do. So yeah, just increasing the contrast. Yeah, working on the reds down there, and yes, generally see what we can do, and then depending on how far we get, maybe the hair. I don't know. We'll see. But that's what I want to do. Whoa. Hey, Roto Rooster. Hey, Sargor. You came from YouTube? Yeah, I figured. Do I paint miniatures for a living? Well, technically, yeah. Since I have a Patreon, and that's, you know, what I do for a living at the moment. Other than that, I do sculpting, commission sculpting, and yeah. So here's my Patreon link. But yeah, so technically, I mean, it is obviously through painting miniatures, but I don't sell the miniatures I paint. Just give me a second, I'll be back in a minute. I forgot something. That kind of sucked. I had some sticky fingers from preparing my dinner, lunch. I don't know. It's probably already dinner time. Yeah, so I had to get rid of that. Oh, and also painting water. I don't think this is going to cut it. So yeah, one more second. Okay, now we're ready. So I had so many things happening at once. That's why I started a few minutes later. My brushes have not yet arrived, so we will see how that goes. It should be okay. So I'm gonna probably just try to go back to some Incubed Darkness.
I'm not surprised, motherfucker.
Hey, the Waddling Duck, thanks a lot for following, welcome. Yeah, so just gonna go with some Incubed Darkness. I don't know why text-to-speech isn't working. But thanks a lot, Sir Gore. Bit leader, once again, that is true. Let me just fix that quickly. Maybe do this. Desktop audio is working. Kind of weird. Hey, Crudo Painting. Thanks for those videos. Good company while painting. Thank you for watching the videos. Hey, Ian. Is it a hobby in the free time? No, like I said, right now it's my main income, but I don't sell the... The most
important thing is
money. Oh my god.
Start this off with an orange chat box. Have fun today. I feel like if I keep watching him, going to do some of my own soon.
Well, are you saying you're not painting when you're just watching me painting and you don't do it yourself? Why is that? Get in there. Let's see. I don't know why text-to-speech isn't working on this. So weird. And every time I fix it, it doesn't work anymore, or it doesn't work any better next time. So I'm really sorry. So don't donate any bits if you wanted to say something, because it doesn't work. Sorry. But yeah, thanks again, Sorgor, and thank you, Ian. Starts off with an orange chat box. Thanks a lot. Much appreciated. Thanks a lot for everyone who's watching the videos too. has been, I mean, it can never be super, or never be satisfied. I'll always want more, but turnout for the last video was really great. Been painting a huge, highly detailed miniature, and it's turned into an endurance test. It never seems to end. Yeah, sometimes it happens. I mean, when I'm doing Golden Demon entries, yeah, it happens to me all the time during that time. Just, all those little details that you want in there to put yourself apart from the rest. And things like that. So I also want a red for the lower side, like I said. Some Reaper Fresh Blood, I guess, and this clotted red. I don't know why I can say it. Welcome back, Hernan Castro. I may or may not want to come to terms with painting weak points. What do you mean, weak points? Hey Mero. My streaming hours are every Monday, 1600 my time. That is, it's so weird. I think it's GMT +2 right now. GMT. What is the time right now? Doesn't say on Wikipedia. Yeah, so daylight savings time. Oh, there it is. I think it's daylight savings time. That's why it is +2. Yeah, so it is 1600 or 4 p.m. GMT +2. GMT +2. So 1400 GMT. Usually I am GMT +1, but daylight savings time. And yeah, I can only really stream once per week. Sometimes, I have the time to put in an additional stream. Holman Logan, thanks a lot for the 200 bits. I'm just going to quickly check why this isn't showing. Also, they changed the dashboard for some reason. Widgets. Alert box. Okay. So bits. Why is this not working? Message settings. I have no idea. Text to speech enabled. Okay.
Where's my money, bitch?
Ooh, we maybe should not use this. Okay, yeah, now it should work, let's save this. Yeah, should be good, Yeah, sorry again. I know, boring stream. Oh my god, why does this guy even stream? Right, so the idea was to yeah, have all these lower areas be kind of reddish and the upper areas be blue. Well, this turquoise base tone, and moving into white and having all these bright highlights. So I need to bring all of that up to speed, or up to the same value, and then I'm going to do some red from the lower side probably. So yeah. This time every week plus bonus times, exactly. So every Monday and then additionally, but I can't really say when, because that is so dependent on what we, when's my girlfriend coming home and all these things. What are we doing? What do I have to do other than painting miniatures, and am I working on videos and so on? Typically I'm spending most of my time doing the Patreon videos. Hold on. One other thing that I forgot. Typically I'm more organized, but right now I am definitely not. Okay, announcements. We are live. And yeah, now we're good. So the idea or the question is, do I take a gray in between, or do I just take this color? I'm not sure yet. So I'm just going to try over here, because this isn't really developed much right now. So I think that's a good color. Just going to, like I said, bring everything to the same color and then work on the values a bit more. Yeah, so this is kind of subtle, but you can definitely see that it moves towards more turquoise finish. I have 27 days left on Miniature Stand sub gift. Oh yeah, don't worry. I mean, he gifted you. I mean, like I said, we're going to try. Yeah, we're going to try to get this number to 40 or 50, that is. So yeah, right now I don't see it happening, but it's a thing of I can't be streaming more, unfortunately. So we will see. Maybe we can get it eventually, but yeah, I don't know if it's going to happen in May. Already like almost halfway into that month too. Have you been to YMFS Copenhagen last week? No, I have not. I wanted to go, but then it was too stressful and I didn't find the time. I'm probably going to YMFS Europe, and whenever it is, seems like, or looks like it's going to be either in August or in October. Not sure yet. But I'll try to finish something for that. Like I said, most of my time is occupied by making a living at the moment, and by Patreon, and obviously also making YouTube videos whenever I find the time. Which again, I wish I could do it more, but as long as I can't do the Patreon full time, I can also not really work on. I'm trying to upload one video every second Friday, and sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. So this week it's definitely going to work. I mean, this month it's definitely going to work because I have a second one finished. But yeah, that's also why I wanted to stream on Monday regularly, because yeah, that's additional content online and people can come in and ask questions. yeah, that was the idea behind that. So if anyone has a question, feel free to ask. Trying to read my bit lead. German time? No. This is an English stream, and you know, you can ask questions in German if you want to. I'd prefer you ask them in English, and you know, you just try your best, and you can always add, you know, words that you don't know in German. It's okay, and then I'll just translate them when I read your question. But again, it's an international stream. People should be able to understand what's going on. Trying to figure out how I prime sub when I'm already subbed. You don't. You just keep your prime sub and, you know, give it to someone else. It's perfectly fine. Don't worry. Prime sub is not on top. It is instead of a regular sub. GMT plus 8 here. It's 10:30. Okay. So you are in the future. Also, none of my brushes has arrived yet. Well, the ones that I ordered. Any opinion about the game's Golden Demon winner? Wait, the Slayer Sword winner? So it's kind of tricky to say when you were not there and also don't have all the other winners yet. One thing that I would like people to realize is, you know, when they look at the Slayer Sword winner, there is one thing to learn from the pictures there, and that is, if you look at it, then you can see that not everything is super smooth, and that's something you should, you know, strive for, just or be aware of. Not everything that wins Slayer Swords or that wins competitions and so on is always the smoothest thing, and you know, it's teaches you to move away from that school of thought or mindset that you have to paint everything perfectly or you can't win. You know, that is, in my opinion, what is taught to us through that entry winning. That said, it's definitely a good entry, really, really good entry. I was kind of surprised that they would choose something like that, because, I mean, how would you say it? It's just a bit of an unusual winner. Also, it has been heavily converted, so I did not expect that. But it's definitely a good model, and I like it a lot. I really, really like it. I really, really like it. Also, the guy seems super nice, so I think he has stopped painting at around 2010, and now he's gradually coming back. He's also been sculpting a lot, I think. But yeah, I don't know the other entries, so can't say much else beyond that, beyond what I saw on a picture. I'll meet you in Warhammer Fest Europe then. Yeah, I'm, like I said, kinda 99% sure that I'm going to come. no brush taking. You need to learn Miniacs wet blending technique. It speeds things up. No, I don't. Hey Kosha, by the way, how's it going? Hey, ours Groomy. Are you excited for the new contrast paints? No. It's just washes. It's just, I don't know, higher pigmented washes, or not even that probably. It's just washes in more colors, I think. And there's zero excitement about it. I mean, I do use washes, right? Don't get me wrong. I like their Devil Moth, and what's the other one that I use? Black, Bottom Black. I use those, don't get me wrong. But for me, those washes add nothing. Doesn't mean that, you know, they don't have their place, but another thing is, well, that washes like these have been around for ages. Isn't Army Painter structured around paints like that? Or not structured, but they also have them in the range. But yeah, I mean, again, if people just want to get their armies painted, I mean, more power to them. If they are fine with how it looks, then that's definitely, yeah, a system to go to and go get it done quickly. So fair game, fair game. It's been a long time. I haven't watched your content. You have posted a bunch of videos. You need to do one thing. You need to go to my, or you know, just any video, click subscribe and activate the bell so that you're getting notifications. That's what you need to do. That's what everyone who hasn't done it yet needs to go and do. I still get, I think I get 70% of views from people that are not subscribed, which kind of sucks, because yeah, I mean, those people leave a like and all that, but they only come back to the channel if I release a video that you know, turns up in their feed, and I don't think a lot of my videos turn up in people's feeds that are not subscribed, simply because I don't get that many views, so it's a bit of a vicious circle. Yeah, just again, you know, I get, like I said, 70% of the views are by people that are not subscribed, and that is, in this case, it's, wow, well, let's say 7k views. That is how much? I don't know, I'm bad at math. So 10% of, that's 700 times 7, so 4,900 people that would be potential subscribers. Not having that, you know, that's like half of my subscriber base. You know, having like 4,000 people subscribe every time you upload a video, that would be great. That would get rid of a lot of my problems. Do you play miniature games? I don't. I used to play Confrontation, and before that I used to play, what was it called? Mage Knight. It's kind of similar to HeroClix. that's also what got me into painting. I was buying those and they were pre-painted, and I kind of hated how they looked. So I just started to repaint them. Yeah, thank God they weren't painted any better. Okay, let's move higher. I don't know why the focus is so bad today. Almost feels like I can't find any focus. Let's go to the standard Planetarian as we are saying hi. To me they look like the army paint the washes, consistency and handling wise. Yeah,
Nice to meet you.
Thanks Mark Sund for following the YouTube. Thank you. The Slan last year was heavily converted for its size. The Slan? I don't remember that. Did that win the Slayer Sword? I think I'm missing something. What did you miss? What's the difference between those and washes except the brightness or pigment density? Yeah, nothing, probably. Contrasts are more for beginners. As a player, I'm very excited because many more people will have painted minis on the table, even it's not good bench. Yeah, exactly. Again, it's just nothing new really. Systems like those existed for ages. And people used those to paint their Games Workshop stuff. Well, yeah, I mean, I don't really know why Games Workshop hasn't tried to tap into that earlier. So now they did. Because more painted miniatures means more new unpainted miniatures sold too. So. At least potentially. Already have the Night Gone Gloom paint, and I assume Contrast will be exactly the same. I don't know that, I have no idea. I didn't even know that there was paint in that set. So I don't know about that. Mage Knight Heart. It was the big snail thing that honestly I saw last year. Oh wait, by Angela Di Kello. Was it heavily converted though? I guess, that cage and all that stuff that he was carrying behind him. Interesting. Guess I need to change my approach for Games Workshop stuff or Golden Demon stuff. If that is the case, I need to decide on a direction. I think I'll do this. Oops. Thanks for posting the paints you used for the gold. I tried to do non-metallic metal for the first time yesterday. Came out badly, but I'm happy to be getting out of my comfort zone. What non-metallic gold? Oh, this? Oh, yeah, sure. You're welcome. we also need to probably continue the gold. I don't know. Haven't thought about what to add for the shadows. But I definitely need something. Maybe an orange and then into brown, but we'll see. We will see. And I desperately need new brushes. They are kind of misbehaving already.
Nice to meet you.
Thiago Silva, thanks a lot for following my YouTube. Thank you. Who had the idea to use garden fences as wings? I don't know. Games Workshop. But the snail dude, that was an almost out of the box kit, was it not? And then he just added the cage in the back, and, you know, some details. It wasn't that heavily converted. Yeah, so for the reds I'm going to use something like this. Let's see, maybe mix it with this cubic darkness a tiny bit. Just make them a bit more intense for sure. And then work on the transition somewhat or somehow. Yeah, again, also for the contrast, I'm going to put it in those lower areas. So this is definitely not going to be super smooth, but I just kind of want to finish this one in a timely manner. Or timely fashion. None. Garden fences is so hot right now. Why is that? Seen a lot of these sets. What are they called? Either, I think it's yeah, some kind of railway manufacturer. They are having like fences, and everyone used those for a while. For their bases, I have some of them too. Haven't really used them yet. Because this should increase my contrast, at least I hope. Just against the blue highlights, the cold highlights. Oh, that looks better. Yeah, I think so too. It's just a matter of where do you start and when do you add these reds. Maybe should have added them before, but I don't know. It's still time to experiment on this miniature. You know, sometimes I just grab a miniature and do whatever comes to mind on it. I think it's still a good way to experiment, or a good way to find new things and try, yeah, you know, just stuff that you wouldn't do if you were planning everything. And you know, obviously sometimes you will quote unquote fail, but then you at least learn something.
Nice to meet you.
The Army Painter, thanks a lot for following my YouTube. Welcome. Yeah, guys, if you haven't yet, definitely go check out my YouTube. Again, like I said, there's a lot of people watching it that are not subbed, which makes no sense to me. But I guess, you know, it's I mean, it makes sense because YouTube is a search engine after all, so there's a lot of people that would maybe search for how to paint the Space Marines, and then they stumble over that video and then they watch it and they think like, yeah, that was good, I'm going to do that, and they kind of forget to subscribe. Let's see if I add some brighter red. Let's just check how that looks. Yeah, I don't think I want that. Maybe just go to pure clotted red and leave it at that.
A given, but loving so far. What color are you doing her hair?
A given? What does that mean? Thanks a lot, Aloyd. A lot for the bits and the voice. Thank you. What color for the hair? Probably just black. Black and white is probably the best. Might experiment a bit with turquoise or purple, but I don't know. I don't want any more colors in there than are already there. We have the turquoise, the red, and the red kind of yeah, is mirrored in the dress. So probably just black and white, you know, for the highlights. But I'm kind of undecided so far on what to do her hair in. I'm not really decided on that. Yeah, YouTube, get out of here. Hey, Nomadic Chris. Could model some moss and I see growing up through it for the looks. Wait, through the through what exactly? You're turning into Australian. I love that red on the wings. Thank you. Just spill a pot of cream on your natural wooden floor. Oh no, 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 no. Damn. Well, if you were quick, you got it all out, right? Or do you have these cracks in between? The panels? That would kind of suck. So why would you do that? Shouldn't you do that in the kitchen? Is it my fault? Was it because you were watching me? Right, so again, bringing everything up a bit brighter. I don't know, all this time I was talking to you, YouTube celebrity, right? 15k subscribers. World fame. Right, again, I'm not too worried about this, you know, being a quicker paint job. Hopefully it's going to look okay through just the contrast versus the red and so on. I think we're fine here.
Hey, I'm not surprised, motherfuckers.
Miniature Anvil, thanks a lot for the follow. Welcome to the community. Hey, Swig Boy. Situation of replies. Yeah, that's, you know, I'm still trying to paint, so the answers sometimes take a bit longer. Hey, Toby Thompson. Fridge is in my office. Oh, I see. A cord on the handle of the carrier bag. The wooden floor has gaps and natural splits. Oh yeah, nice. All sorry to hear that. So that's probably, I don't know, what are you doing now? Probably trying to get the, or you know, to avoid the smell somehow. By the way, why is it so cold? I don't understand. Shouldn't it be getting warmer? It's that time of the year, right? As it's getting a tiny bit glossy, so I'll just use a bit of the anti-shine
I'm
mini.
not surprised, motherfuckers.
The Marty, thanks a lot for following. Ahoy, how's it going? So I almost cleaned my space, but I still haven't found a good index for my paints. Anti-shine. (18 degrees Celsius). I think we have about 12. Just wait, I'll just have a whiff of sour cream for the next few months. All right. I'm just going to mix a bit more color here so that the anti-shine medium is a bit more diluted. So it makes paints dry a bit faster too. Two weeks now with rain and low temperatures. Oh, I see. Where am I from? From Austria. There is, apparently there's this thing, how would you call it in English? Like the Saints of Ice. I don't know if it makes any sense, probably not, but that's some local weather phenomenon where it just gets cold for 3-4 days or even a week. But yeah, still, I mean, even before that it was warm for like 2 days and that's it, really. It kinda would like to start going out again, you know, outside, as much as I hate it, but when the sun is out, might as well go outside and do something. Actually had a vitamin D deficiency from my blood work. So I wanted to go outside and, you know, feel a bit better and get rid of the deficiency. 23 in Moscow. Oh my god. I think I'm going to get a Warhound already coming up with color schemes in my head. Damn you. You're welcome. Nah, so I have to confess, I got the Warhounds.
Hey, I'm not surprised, motherfuckers.
I don't know how to pronounce your name. I'm sorry. Thanks a lot for the follow and welcome to the community. So yeah, my confession. I got myself 2 Warhounds. Well, the box that has 2 Warhounds either way, and what are they called? The small ones where you get 3. And of course I also don't know the third name. Wait a second. Let me check my email. So I did get the Warhound box. Where is it? Greetings from Germany, thank you. Greetings back. Where exactly from Germany? Ice Gods. Is that a thing in the UK too? Wait, all emails? Oh. Oh, there we are. Oh yeah, I had to order the Reaver Titan. The Reaver Titan I ordered from eBay, from Wayland Games, because Element Games didn't have it. So I have a Reaver, I have the Imperial Knights, and I have a Warhound box. So I got 6 Titans. I might have gone a little bit crazy there, but yeah, I'm going to do the Warhound for sure, and then we'll see. I really also like the Warhound best, I guess, because of the pose, because of the posing. But yeah, really looking forward to painting these, or you know, at least one of them, and then we'll see what I'm going to do with the rest. So the question is, for Golden Demon, are people ever going to enter a squad as in 3 of them, or are they always just going to do 1?
Nice to meet you.
Because that, you know, Veltro 1936. Thanks a lot for following my YouTube. Thank you. You know, once they start doing it, it could be, you know, an advantage. But as long as everyone is just doing 1 because of time restraints, that's good. So hopefully people are not going to go crazy and are going to enter 3 of them. But yeah, I really like when I have a successful video on YouTube. That time is always super, how do you call it? It's kind of satisfying because every time you wake up you have a bunch of new subscribers on YouTube, and it feels like stuff is actually progressing. If that makes sense. So a lot of the time it's just stagnation when you're doing content creation, and then when you hit a good video, unfortunately those videos take a long time, because obviously, you know, just painting and filming 20 hours of footage is just crazy long. Okay, let's be smart here.
Hey, I'm not surprised, motherfuckers.
Atten4, thanks a lot for following. Thank you. Welcome to the community. Okay, and have a bit of a bounce slide. Also do that for the other areas. So over here. Sorry if not everything is showing, but it's kind of hard to hold it this way. Alright, anything else where this would make sense? Probably here. In the front. I'll just paint this off stream or off cam for a second. Okay. Oh, okay. Hanover. Okay, okay. Anyone else notice Titans look derp? I guess. Need some of the vitamin D. Yeah, that's true. Hey, Ornreich. Squad is 3 for the small ones. Yeah, exactly. Did I say 2? I guess. Oh yeah, I guess if it's a Warhounds, then you should probably not do more than 2, because that's not a squad anymore. That's, I don't know, something else. Those rules. I mean, thankfully they're not, again, they got rid of a lot of rules and limitations. Biggest thing was that they got rid of the base size limitations, or, you know, having a gaming base below your entry. That was kind of stupid to begin with. I mean, I get it, right? Because it's, I mean, it's a game and you put them on bases and so on, but then again, it's also a painting competition, and, you know, maybe it should be somewhat about creativity. Tiny bit, maybe. But yeah, who else was at the Warhammer Fest? I wasn't, but a lot of my patrons did go. And if you were going, what was your impression, and what did you buy? What did you see?
Hey, I'm not surprised, motherfuckers.
Painting Lemming, thanks for being a lemming and following my stream. Welcome to the community. I need to decide on an orientation of these. Don't know why I
Nice
didn't
to
do
meet
that
you.
before. Berserker Angel 86, thank you for following my YouTube. Welcome. Sometimes I think that Titans were designed to get some gunpla builders to Games Workshop. Maybe. Hey Dave. Bada book, bada boom. There we go. He admits he needs the D. Ah, I see what you did there. I see what you did there. I think the Twitch commercials are really gonna hurt small streamers. They make it so I don't want to browse around Twitch. Yeah, I know what you mean, but, you know, I mean, so let's be honest, I always recommend using an ad blocker on Twitch because of exactly that reason. You know, the large guys, the huge people, the huge streamers, they don't need the advertising money. None of them are actually probably actively playing ads. And it only hurts the small people, where, like you said, when you are browsing and you always get an ad when you go to a new stream, it's kind of annoying. I mean, there's always been the notion of, instead of watching ads to support the streamer, you know, just donate, what was it, like $1, and that's the equivalent of 1,000 hours of ads watched. Maybe I'm exaggerating, but it's somewhat in that ballpark. Maybe it's 100 hours, but I don't know. It's a large number anyway. Okay, why is this so hard? I really need to decide on one direction. Let's make it this direction. For some reason, I feel like the other areas didn't like that direction. Let's see, so it's this. That means here. And I'm going to switch it around over here. Okay, so this direction, right. Adblocker doesn't work anymore. Mine does. Mine does. Oh, maybe I have, because I have 2 of them. Thank God it works for YouTube, dude. Damn you! But yeah, did you know that if you are watching my YouTube with Adblock, there is a good way to still support me by pledging $1 on my Patreon, which again is a lot more than what I would get from you watching ads, even if you were watching all of my 100 videos. I think it's 100 videos right now. Could be like 98 or something like that. Third place on the Bitboard. Seems people are generous today. Yeah, that's true. Thanks a lot for all support, guys. Can't sub to 20 streamers, wife gets mad. but again, it's almost like, yeah. I mean, the small streamers, if they can't play ads, I don't even know. Well, if they can play ads, they're not going to get any ad money for sure. If they can play ads, then I don't know. I still don't know if they get anything out of the one ad that you see in the beginning. I don't think they're going to get something. It's just Twitch that gets something from that. Wait, why is my palette cam so distorted? I'll be back in a second. I'm late. What colors be these? That's just Games Workshop colors. Working my way up. Oh wait.
Working my way up the bit chart. Sorry at old _man _Logan _.
Thank you. Thanks again. Thanks for being so generous. Don't, you know, don't burn out your credit card though. How exactly does Patreon work? Do I need a credit card? That's a good question. I don't think you do. There's a couple of other options. Also doesn't help on mobile, which I watch. Oh yeah, 90% of streams. That's true. Yeah, so I don't know about that. Do you always finish one detail, for instance the wings, before you move on with the one? Yeah, I mean the thing is, what else would I paint in these colors? So right now I'm painting this, well, somewhat non-metallic. Yeah, fence on her back. And I have a blue tint there, and I'm mixing in some desaturated yellow. There's not a lot of other areas that I can paint in that same color, so I definitely want to finish it before I move on, because I can't always, you know, I don't really use a wet palette that stays wet for days. So I mean, I do use a wet palette, but just a self-build, and I don't have any advanced palette paper, so I kind of need to move fast here if I want to reuse the colors. But that's not the whole reason. I'm, like I said, I just, you know, want to finish this, and then I can mix new colors and so on. But yeah, Patreon is not only for just, you know, I do upload a lot of content on my Patreon too. So it doesn't matter what level you join at, you always get something back each month. Even if you join at the $1 pledge level, you also do get access to the Discord, which gives you, you know, privileges to upload stuff and get feedback on it. So if you have work in progress things, you can upload those there, and just let me know if you want feedback, and we can talk about what you can improve and so on. You're able to play ads as a non-partner. Really, but you don't get any form of compensation for it. Interesting. Well, the thing is, I don't play those ads in the beginning. I have no influence over them. I don't play those. If I could say don't play any ads in the beginning, then I would. But I can't turn those off, because that's, you know, just Twitch does that. Her Noctis, thanks for resubbing. Welcome back to the Major League. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, one thing for these areas, I want a bit of a transition to maybe a neutral gray, and, you know, maybe black and a neutral gray. So let me just quickly grab some black. is that? Interesting. Oh, it was hiding back here. You do need a credit card. You could. I think you can do PayPal for sure, and you probably also can do a bank account. But I don't know. I could be wrong. It's pretty much like you pay monthly to your favorite artist, and he can produce some kick-ass content that's only for the people that support. It's more badass to mail money. You can use PayPal, yeah. Exactly. Oh my god.
Heading to the top.
Heading to the top, indeed, indeed. Welcome back at the top. Thank you. Oh yeah, for the next stream, I thought about maybe doing this one. I already painted it once on stream, but I redid everything because I didn't like it. I'm going to take a bit more of a traditional approach. Whoa. So let's see. If I mix some black with this, should still be a bit more of a neutral gray to put in highlights here. And then the question is, do I want a bit of black in there like we did here? I think I do. Just to bring that in line. I think that looks better, because otherwise if we were doing some highlights on the red, I'd probably have to do almost pink highlights, and I don't want that in this case. Your bus reminds me, do you have a North American distributor? Not yet, no. I think Mr. Lee is supposed to get one, but not really. So once they're back in stock from Mr. Lee's, it's for the US, it's probably better to order from Mr. Lee's than from me. Because I have to send through Austrian Post, and those guys just charge abnormal amounts of money for posting stuff. But yeah, I mean, either way, I don't think shipping from Mr. Lee's is that bad to the US. The UK Post seems to be decent. Is there a page I can join to remake Game of Thrones starting with season 3? I don't No, I would be happy if they redid the last season, honestly, I guess. Or, you know, maybe the 2 more seasons and not rush every ending in season 8. What do the bits do? 1 bit, no, let's say 100 bits is $1. Living the life with a gold medal. How is it taxed? I don't know. It's a Twitch thing. I think you pay taxes when you buy them. But I honestly have to say I never bought bits. If I donate to people on Twitch, then it's through, what is it called? Streamlabs mostly. They do get some, well, they do get the full amount, and I think bits, you pay some tax for bits, that's what I'm trying to say, while you purchase them. And then whatever arrives at on my side, I'll of course also have to pay taxes on, but I just put it in as income from Twitch, and then the yeah, my accountant does the rest. You don't get €1 for 100 bits? No, I don't. It's everything is in dollar. Dollarinos. Yeah, Twitch takes a portion of them when you buy them. Hello? Okay. People getting excited on Facebook that they've worked out what the contrast paints are using washes with Lamium medium or paint with glaze medium. Well, yeah, it's probably not far off. It wasn't going to be pigment combined with Zeus spit. Well, yeah, exactly. Exactly. Okay, just some secondary lights. What are we doing? No one knows. So confused. Why did I switch all of a sudden? It should be like that. Oh, maybe because it was almost impossible to get this line in here. Or, you know, lines aligned like this. Yeah, okay. I forgive myself. Streamers do have to file their bits revenue as part of the income tax. Yeah, exactly. What colors are the spear? You can rewatch the VOD. I don't remember. It's all kinds of... It's some blue-gray. Some yellow. And then some form, or you know, some washes with with red brown. I honestly don't remember, but it's all mentioned in the VOD of last Monday's stream. You know, that's why I do these, so that I don't have to remember. It's yours when I buy them, is it? Wow. Yeah, that's a bit of a scam. But do you I would be hoping you do at least get more bits for the euros. Wow, interesting. That contrast page is such a scam. Again, you can mix those you could forever mix those with Lamia medium, and you could also just buy other products. Or, you know, gasp, mix with water. Hallo. Was suchen wir?
Eine Schüssel.
Deinen Schüssel?
Eine Schüssel.
Eine Schüssel.
Hast du noch eine vom Frühstück?
Negativ. A clean house is a good house. It's just in a convenient pot. People love the convenience. You know if Miniature Dan got any awards at Golden Demon? I think he got finalist for the Corn Dudes. Not sure. I don't think the Grey Knights got finalists. But he definitely got a finalist for the Corn Dudes. But yeah, I think he'll be streaming later, so. He's gonna, wait a minute. He is going to, no, I cannot do an Italian accent. Or can I? Yeah, but it's a bit more extreme. It's more like Marika's accent. Yeah, he's going to stream. He's going to let you know. He's going to let you know about everything that pissed him off. The yellow paint that was spraying for the trolls did what contrast does because I put so much water and flow improver in it. Did you drown it in that color? Trying to think of an analogy, but I can't for that paint. It's snake oil. No, it's not. I'm so happy there's a US Golden Demon, but are you actually going? Are you going to finish something? You could definitely win something if you finish anything, you know, and don't go all perfection mode. Pretty sure you can win something. One trap I also always fall into is the whole, competition is going to be so crazy at the Golden Demon, this and that. And then you see the results, and while obviously they are great models, most of them, you're like, okay. These guys are all just people that, you know, have other things to do, you know, either have paid for their own Patreons or have a job or whatever, and they can't put that much, and most of them also don't put that much effort into the entries because they are just people too, and they start 2 weeks before the competition and stuff like that. Unless they are David Soper, then that's perfection down to the last millimeter. But that still only leaves you with one robot in the competition. Did he enter 2? I'm sure when I spoke to him, he said one didn't place and the other got a pin. Yeah, exactly. They don't mix with water. Oh, okay, that would be interesting. Not water. American's gonna show you guys what 2-0 looks like at home. Yeah, because no one's going to go over to just a Golden Demon. You know, all the European duders were coming because there was prize money at Adepticon, at Crystal Brush. And because it was a competition that had a lot of meaning to a lot of people. And Golden Demon is not that much of a... what is it? It's not that prestigious, and people are not going to go to the US for a Golden Demon. Of course, all the people lucky enough to be close, or you know, to be invited for also teaching at Adepticon, they're still going to go. But I don't know if they're going to enter. That's on a different plate. But a few of them will definitely. But yeah, apart from that, I don't think a lot of Eurobros are going to go to the American Golden Demon. And you know, it's the same the other way around. Not a lot of Americans are going to the UK Golden Demon, simply because the travel expenses just don't justify it. Maybe they're oil based. I expect a massive rent. Contrast pains aren't a scam, they're just a convenience, like saying cheese sauce is a scam because with flour, buttermilk and cheese you can make your own. And how many shades to kill? Yeah, probably. Is Mitchell then a salty painter? Yeah, for sure. For sure. He's just Italian. I don't know about that. I get ready for Miniatures Den's round. Oh yeah, guys. If you go over to Miniature Den's stream, when he streams later, do me a favor and vote in his poll. And vote for White Scars. I repeat, vote for White Scars. It's what he really wants to paint, but he's afraid to, you know, say it. He really, really wants to paint those, but, you know, he's a shy little Italian. And so we kind of have to help him find his true calling. So go over there. I don't know if you can vote now because the vote is popping up on his screen when he streams. And you need the plugins. You need the plugins activated. And then you can vote. I don't think it shows when he's offline. But yeah, definitely go there. Vote White Scars. I don't think I'm gonna be going until 9. I think that's when he starts. But otherwise I would host him. But yeah, just go over there, and when he's going live, if you do nothing else, just vote for the white scars. Help a brother out. Pretty sure I can win a golden demon easily if I finish something too. Yeah, definitely. There's nothing that explains Midge's then other than he's Italian. Should be self-explanatory. DiCello is a great painter, but his style is meh. To me, everything seems chromatically brown. Yeah, he just found a really good recipe for the golden demon. David Soper, also known as I take longer than Trevarian to paint the model. Yeah, true. I'm re-going at my Iron Man model, and it's taken me 3 days to not even finish the chest. I don't know how anyone paints 2 weeks before a golden demon. Yeah, they just don't care that much. Like I said, I don't know if you were there, but just go take a look at the Seiya Sword winning model, and that model is really great. But it's not about smoothness with that model. He obviously has an eye for where to place shadows and where to place highlights, and how these highlight colors and shade colors interact with each other. And then the actual execution is still great, don't get me wrong, but a lot of it is based on that. And if you look closely, especially on the photos that are made by Games Workshop, you can see that there is, for example, the backside of the hand, everything that doesn't look at you while you pick up the model. There's some just brush strokes showing, and that's perfectly fine. But you also don't, it just shows you that you don't need perfection to win a golden demon or a Slayer sword. That's what I mean. So yeah, people that are actually competing, they don't, of course they spend a lot of time, but they also know what they have to do, and
nice to meet you.
That you don't need perfection. Snoozy, thanks for following my YouTube. Welcome to the community. Because if you are a perfectionist, you're just standing in your own way. And I do that a lot, don't get me wrong. But for Golden Demon, you definitely don't have to be a perfectionist. I mean, I would definitely not paint as fast as I go here, but I, would just take a step back from everything and just lock myself up in my living room and just have a go at painting all day, and yeah, doing smooth gradients. But if they are not perfect, then who cares? Hey John, they will come to teach, that's where they make their money. Yeah, probably, like I said. But a lot of those guys have a very distinct style that would probably not do well at a Golden Demon. So it's just different from what Crystal Brush used to be. Still gotta wait till contrast is officially released. Yeah, then we will see. It's the classic method. Well, obviously time consuming, better than the new contrast method. I mean, I'm not sure if I understood it correctly, but I would say you have to separate painting for the fun of painting from painting for finishing armies. Obviously, if you're not having fun painting and if it's just for your army, you take every shortcut that there is, and you probably should. Because if you don't like something, you should probably not spend too much time on it, because that will only make your life miserable, and we don't want that. But if you're painting for the fun of it and for the results, and maybe for Golden Demon, you probably are not going to use the contrast paints. Maybe to we will see how people figure out what we can do with them. Maybe there's going to be some awesome application to, I don't know, shade colors in an interesting way or whatever. Something that we will not really expect, or that we are not expecting right now. But yeah. Using the quote-unquote traditional methods for painting is always going to be better than taking the products designed to save time. But again, neither is better or worse. It's just different, and yeah, everyone should do what they like. Christian Mata 82, thanks a lot for the cheer. Thanks a lot for the 100 bits, much appreciated. They teach at Adepticon as many as 5 to 6 classes. Yeah, that's another thing, right? Why are such a limited number of people teaching so many classes? And some will do a small tour in the US afterwards prior. He's got a wacky style. Like that Gorski woman, but not as well done. I see what you mean. Yeah, again, he has cracked the code for Games Workshop, for Golden Demons. And he knows what they like, and he just paints that. You know, it's an approach too, if that is what you want to do, or if it happens to be exactly the style you want to paint, then that's good. Nothing's better, it's choice. It's merely a way for people that don't want to spend hours painting a model that can get it out quicker. The quicker people paint their stuff, the faster they're back in the shop buying more models. Yeah, it could also be a thing, obviously. One of the heavy metal guys was using contrast paint for doing grime and streaks on an amber. Yeah, that can be interesting. You know, if they have a consistency that adds, you know, an interesting... If it's a consistency that allows for different techniques, then that's definitely good. Hey, Arrow. We may find that they have other uses than their intended purpose. Exactly. I'm just wondering if it's better in terms of looks. No, definitely not. Definitely not. If you invest a lot of time into layering and glazing and knowing where to put your highlights and so on, and you spend a lot of time on that, then it's definitely going to look better, and it's 100% going to look better instead of just using contrast and then doing nothing with it. I mean, maybe it's a good way to start off, but I also doubt you can ever do anything, you know, that looks better than the quote-unquote traditional method. It's just going to have maybe one application or another while doing something else. For showcase painting or higher quality painting, again, nothing wrong with trying to find shortcuts for getting paint on your armies. You may find some of the colors mix well with other paints. Probably. We will see. I don't know yet. for me, they don't look better than a normal edge highlight style. They're just really fancy washes with mostly more vibrancy. Yeah, I tend to agree with that. David Soper used some tone thing from Iron Painter to paint the skull on that Uruk boss, and it was amazing. Sometimes paints that are meant to do one thing work on another. Exactly. Ben comments paints his letter on bust with Iron Painter washes. Yeah, it works with every wash, honestly. It doesn't need to be Iron Painter washes. People need to look out some box of labels. Ben is all about finding shortcuts, exactly. I know you were an established painter anyway, but did you find sculpting helped you with volumes and light placement? Not really. Not really. What painting helped me, so it's kind of the other way around. Painting helped me with knowing what I need to sculpt, because a lot of sculptors never painted and they just did, you know, a million details on something. And painting that, a friend of mine just used to get rid of all the detail, all the excess detail that someone else sculpted. Even on, you know, it was, who was it, Edgar Skomorowski. He was sculpting for Games Workshop for a while, and the dude was Chiba, and I don't know if anyone remembers him. He was quitting in, I don't know, 2008 or something. But he was the... Edgar was sculpting, you know, prototypes and was giving them to Chiba for painting the box arts, or, you know, a representation or an example painting. And he was getting rid of detail that he sculpted because he hated it. And yeah, that just helped with knowing what details are, you know, helping the painter and which ones are not. Ben annoyed me. I joined his page and to learn something, and he was putting out hot garbage, and I instantly unsubbed. Okay. Lurking, dinner with my workers. We are spending the entire week together since we work 5 hours away from home this week. Interesting. Yeah, that can be fun if you like the people you work with. So when I was a teacher, that was always kind of fun, you know, to spend time with your colleagues. But I also like those, at least at the first school I was teaching at. Not so much at the second one. Oh wait, I'm still not caught up. I watched the Abaddon video and it was just phoning it in. Phoning in it? What does that mean? I mean, I do get, if you're talking about the Abaddon, I kind of understand what you mean, because I think the black was just loaded brush with white on black, or, you know, with an in-between color, and it definitely wasn't smooth. But what exactly do you mean? And yeah, I will say it, I also find Ben Comet's kind of overhyped at the moment. You know, in the beginning, when he started as patron, and I could definitely see the appeal. At the moment, I find him a bit overhyped. I used this method of painting rust for my robot bust. He did it on the cipher bust for white with the vegetable rusty colors, and then painted over the top as opposed to painting the armor and then chipping. What did I miss? Yeah, I haven't seen that. That was a good one. Yeah, again, I haven't seen it. I think I expected this video to be high level, but it just saw super basic stuff. Yeah, a lot of it is just shortcuts to get a somewhat decent level. But yeah, I mean, he still has 600 subscribers, so. But I do get what you mean, of course. Hey Miniature Stan, how's it going? Let us know some of your experiences from the Golden Demon. In a condensed form. Okay, have I touched everything? I hope I did. Sorry, slowing down a bit because I want to make sure I cover everything, and I had to kind of turn on my brain so that yeah, all the directions were right, because I was just doing whatever, and then I turned out all the reflections were not going into the same direction. Or not all of them, but some of them. I'm a slow painter because I want my stuff to look good, but I realized quickly that spending too much time on one or a few models will get you burned out super quickly. Yeah, that's why I switch it up. I never have just one thing I'm working on at the same time, unless it's like super panic painting for a Golden Demon. Miniatures Den can tell you a lot about that. Yeah, I typically have at least 2 different things to do, even when painting for a Golden Demon. I like to just have something to switch between. Otherwise, it's easy to burn yourself out. Oh yeah, congratulations on your finalists. I was promised angry Italian ranting about Golden Demon. Did you get to check out the Cornish paints? Told us to hit over. God damn it, don't give it away. I get Shadow Spear when I get Contrast Paints. I guess I'll use it on my Chaos models first. I see. Wait, I do that sometimes, just cut stuff off. I can't be... Oh, okay, about the details. Wow, I think I'm a bit behind. I only asked because I was reading something with Romain. Oh, yeah. And he was saying about when sculpting, you need to look to put your model under light, like with painting, to find the volumes, and it clearly show where parts of the sculpt are lacking contrast. Interesting. Never heard that, but yeah. Phoning it in means just going through the motions, but not putting any effort. Okay, I see. Hey BJSV, how's it going? You probably commented on this spot. What do you think about Golden Demon winner? I really like the Slayer Sword winner. It was a bit unexpected, but then again, you know, it could very well be that nothing else was there that had the quality or the sheer impact that it had. I really like it. I think it's... I have to still wait and see what else was there. I think it's probably a well-deserved win. Again, I'll just give you the gist of what I said earlier. But I said it's definitely a good example of, you know, especially when you look at the the pictures that Games Workshop did, where, for example, you see the backside of the hands and all that, that you don't have to be putting out a miniature that is perfection to win a Golden Demon. But again, it's super well composed, and it has nice color composition. I mean, obviously the guy knows what he's doing. Yeah, and it is executed well. I'm just saying you can see brush strokes, so I'm hoping that people look at it and then realize, yeah, brush strokes are okay, you know, and you don't have to paint everything to perfection. So what he was focusing on the most was getting the shadows and highlights done in a good way, and having, you know, good contrasts, and that was really working well for him. And obviously, don't get me wrong, it's a really great model, so hopefully that has been established. Condensed form, there you go. Thank you. Wait, is it Jito Gameplay? Thanks a lot. Are there public images to admire my work? You can go to basically every link below my stream leads you to something. It's gallery and, you know, Instagram, Facebook, everything below my stream leads you to something that you can look at. Brush strokes are okay. I wish I saved the graveyard of models I trashed due to brush strokes. Yeah, but that's what I told you a long time ago. Brush strokes on robes and flowing things with good surface area are a problem, though. Yes, no, they're not. There is a tendency to paint, you know, structure and texture on those too. So again, and especially if we're talking about Games Workshop and Golden Demons, then you probably want to do some form of edge highlighting and, you know, just highlights in the middle of something, like Dikelo does it, basically. Yeah, you can find my Instagram. Just type in instagram.com/Trovarian. Everything is Trovarian. For the reason of being able to find it quickly. I also need a website. Hopefully get that up and running in June. No, not June. I'm an idiot. What's the next month called? June. Yeah, June. What the hell? Do I have a stroke? You should join Banji's Patreon. Hey. No advertisement. Did Lan attend? I don't think he did. I don't think he did. highlights where they should be. Uses scale 75. I think he uses the tube version, maybe. I don't know. I'm not quite sure about scale 75 paints. Trying my first non-metallic gold. You can see it in the Discord. Happy, but I think it needs more reflections. Yeah, I need to focus, or look at all the feedback stuff that has been posted in the Discord. I haven't really, I always need to look at them properly, and I didn't really have the time to do that. Just sit down and look at them and think about stuff to comment on. I've been editing all day and then the stream and so on, and yesterday I was super busy too, and days before that obviously girlfriend came back from overseas, so we spent 2 days, and yeah, just everything, too much stuff happening at once. And I also have to take it a bit slow at the moment to cure my gastritis properly, and yeah, all these things combined. I need to catch up on the feedback stuff, like I said. Lan is too busy working on getting the new Tool album finished. Oh my. Yeah, also he doesn't need golden demon stuff anymore. He has already established himself pretty well, and gets good commissions and box arts. So why bother with resin statues? Gastritis? I don't know, I think it's an English word too. I had too much stress basically during the last few months. And then I was feeling pretty ill and crappy. And turns out I have a gastritis from the stress, so I've been eating better the last 2 weeks, or well, 10 days roughly, and it's getting better, but it's not gone yet. So yesterday I kind of skipped eating super healthy, and yeah, I just had had it show the symptoms again. I mean, it's nothing to worry about now that I know why it is there, but then also if you don't know why your stomach isn't feeling all that well, you're kind of like, oh. But now that I have had it checked out, I can just eat healthy, and it's going to go away eventually. But I also need to take just one tiny step back on a few things, and that means I'm focusing on the content more than anything. It's also why I did not stream as much as I wanted in May, because I still want to get to 50 subscribers. And I wanted to push for that and stream a lot more, but it's also not making sense if I kill myself over it. Video demonetized. Are they resin? I thought they were metal. Wait, what? What is? The trophies, oh yeah. They're just resin statues. Hold on.
Nice to meet you.
Dramatic scenes. So yeah, here's the stuff. You can see it's just resin. Yeah, I don't know. I brought that one home from Germany, and I think I won 3 during that time. You can even see the mold lines. And I was going by train, and I only had a backpack, and I just threw them into the backpack, and that's the result of that. Nice quality, bro. It's chipped, yeah. Could repaint it, but I can also just put it in the 7th row behind the other 17, so. Will ever just be an online competitions? I have no idea. I don't think anyone has an idea yet. So we will see. We will see. Morning all. Hey Atrophy, how's it going? I like the color on the wings. Are you going to glaze over purples into the shadow areas? No, the shadow areas are basically red. Like this red here. Oh, this, yeah, this is not really purple. It's just a very dark red. There's a bit of purple here. That's true, though. Didn't realize they were resin. Always assumed mine was plastic. Yeah, it's some form of resin. Can't tell if that's an argument or just normal talking. No, it's just normal talking. They're just a work colleague that I had to go to the hospital. Obviously, that wasn't really a fun thing to talk about. You should do a video of you painting it in non-metallic metal. No, screw that. Games Workshop didn't ever take the mold lines off, disqualified. Yeah, they, especially on Italian games days, they didn't care at all about mold lines being on the model still. Okay, I wanted to finish this side rather. A painting video where Golden Demon Prizes is painted, it will have a lot of views. I don't know about that. YouTube is weird. I don't know what works on YouTube and what doesn't. I mean, I have some idea, but I'm just more confused than anything about YouTube. Big foreheads seem to work on YouTube. Holy shit. Hey, War Mini Painting. Thank you. Yeah, it's just, you know, a quick paint job, not too worried about, you know, smoothness and all that. Obviously, trying to get some smoothness in where possible, but if it isn't, then that's fine too. Kuja is a savage. I didn't expect it. I also need to post all the memes. I need to ask people first, obviously. All the memes you guys did of my face shot in the Discord. They're just hilarious. But obviously I need to ask first whether or not I can put them public. Welcome back, Painting Troll. Is this where I can just paint some minis and relax after episode 6? Wait, episode 6? Episode 5, right? Or are we not talking about Game of Thrones? Yeah, I was watching episode 5 too. I wanted to cry a bit. No spoilers, of course. Yeah. Just want it to end right now, me too. I said, thank God it's over next week. Was it? I think it was Patrick Keith, sculpting dude or sculpt dude. He posted a meme on Facebook. He was saying the only way to watch Game of Thrones right now is to pretend it is a documentary about the stuff that happened. Just don't try to make sense of it. That's how it happened, and it's all good. Psh, no spoilers. We shall leave it at that. Thanks again, Christian. Thanks for 200 bits. Much appreciated. Thanks for the support. Okay. Right, I think I'm going to add the white reflections, or maybe just one step further up with the yellow, and then move into the white just to bring out the contrast. Hype. Yeah, yeah, we don't really have a hype culture here in this channel. But I guess it's because a lot of the audience is just patrons, and they're not really socialized in a Twitch environment. So I'm just flying over these round shapes, but they would be pretty nice to paint for competition level. Having the possibility to just do a lot of bounce light stuff and switching between lights and shadows, and yeah, like I said, secondary highlights and bounce lights. But obviously here I'm not spending that much time. Just trying to get... yeah, just trying to make some progress. I'll just do that quickly. Speaking of contrast, I actually saw some really nice results, some posted on Facebook. I don't know which ones you saw. I saw a couple of them. Mostly what, you know, the really good results were when people did use them as an initial thing and then painted over them with, you know, just adding white or just highlights of any sort, you know, cleaned up some stuff. I mean, again, it's basically washes and a first initial step, and then whenever you invest a lot more time into them, you can get good results, obviously. But again, like we said earlier, it is all about what you want to achieve. Is it your goal to get results fast? And yeah, they're definitely a good thing. And yeah, anything that speeds up painting for people that want to paint all that much or want their armies on the table is also a good thing. And yeah, we'll probably find another use for them too. I'll hopefully be able to try them out eventually. Well, not eventually, but before they are released. But we'll see about that. Hope it's still happening. When you post that picture of Lan and Tool, I thought of Who Framed Roger Rabbit? Why? Explain. Oh, my Titan order is already dispatched, by the way. So we should have them hopefully this week. But I need to start on Mayfa's commission too, so we will see which one I'm going to start first. You're doing a commission? Question mark. Yeah, I do it like every 15 years. I'm doing a commission. But yeah, whenever something is, you know, worth it, I do it. Generally, commissions are not really worth it for me because people don't really want to paint the or pay the what it takes, and you know, it does take a lot of time to get the quality that I do done. I'm not going to take shortcuts, you know, like, you know, a lot of painters that do commission work and box arts and all that, they're going to take shortcuts. When I paint something, you do get the quality that you're paying for. And that's, like I said, because not everyone wants that. They kind of want the shortcut version. But when people say, yeah, I want the full package, then, and they're willing to pay it, then I'm doing it. Otherwise, it's not worth it. Because I simply need to spend that time on not starving. If that makes sense. Obviously, I'm a bit exaggerating, but I need to spend time on other things too. And if I get like, I don't know, €3 per hour when painting, then that's not even minimum wage, you know. And then it's not really worth it. Contrast paints that I tried an ongoing rant. It wasn't really an ongoing rant, I was just talking about it. Crisp. Was sagst du?
Komisch. Hallo. Ja.
It's okay to me, just a bit floppy. Yeah, it's not really an ongoing rant, it's just my thoughts. Yeah, so on the back, maybe I overdid it a bit. Maybe we need some more shadows in there. Yeah, let's do that. Cookies. Yeah, I was muted. I was muting in because I don't want to chew in you
Nice to meet
guys'
you.
ears. Lupo Player 56. Thanks for joining my YouTube. Thank you, thank you. Okay. It makes sense you get what you pay for. Exactly, yeah. Can you paint something to display standard? But I'd like to pay $1 an hour. Yeah. Something like that. Thought all the cool kids pay in exposure. Yeah, apparently not. Apparently there's some decent people out there. Right, I just, like I said, want to shade some areas. Yikers. Paint is fuel, cookies. Yeah, that's true. I'm doing something wrong. No one brings me cookies when I paint. Hi, I'm thinking about ordering some Reaper paints. What colors do you think are the must-haves? Yeah, I can't really say what are must-haves. Something that I always recommend is that people should analyze what colors are they using a lot, or what colors are you using a lot, and then try those. Try to find, you know, equivalents in the Reaper range that you like. Because I can honestly tell you what colors you should get, because you are going to like colors that I don't like, and you're going to use, you know, maybe you really like turquoises and I hate them and so on. So yeah, just go check your finished stuff and see what you really like, what colors you tend to use a lot, and just get those to try, and don't get every single color that there is, that exists.
Und du sagst,
I don't hate turquoise. No, that was just because I had it on the palette. But yeah, again, try getting colors that you use a lot and see how you do with them, because it doesn't make sense to order, you know, a lot or every single color that there is and then you realize you don't like them, like I did with scale colors. Yeah, there's no really must-haves. It's not really, how do you call it, not really professional advice if I told you to get this and that color and you're going to love it, you know, because people are different and kind of have to take that into consideration. I love white and grays and off-whites. Yeah. Trying to step away a bit from grays. I tend to use them too much, and it's way easier to use, maybe, for example, if you were painting stone, to maybe use a green, and then Mix that with some off-white, yellow maybe, you know, if it's in sunlight and so on, and work on that, and it kind of turns gray anyway. Plunder Me Timber, thanks for following my YouTube. Thank you. You know, that it's just start off of something that isn't gray and then mix in something that will make it gray, and you're going to end up at gray or at an almost gray anyway. It kind of makes everything feel more alive. Attic Adventurers, thank you for following. Thank you for subbing on YouTube. Thank you. That's a good idea. Do you think the liners are a good investment? The liners? I honestly have not heard of those. Haven't really heard of liners. And I never tried them. Therefore, I can't really say what they are and how good they are. Butcher and Raphael, did you ever cast and paint them? Nope. Negative. I don't think either. I mean, Raphael would probably survive. The Butcher definitely won't. I mean, then again, I would still have a cast, but yeah, I don't know. I just want to keep him in that state, you know, just as a bit of a portfolio piece to show people what I can do. And Raphael, yeah, I don't know. Never had the urge to paint him. He was just a really quick paint job, I guess. Sculpt job, obviously. There's a lot of people that ask whether or not I would sell them, you know, copies or, you know, the originals so that they can make copies, but obviously I don't really like that because we can't really complain about recasts when we don't really respect IP. Greetings from Spain. Yeah, I'm bad with Spanish. But thanks a lot, David or David. Welcome to the stream. Just making sure it was word here for a second because turquoise, that's true. I'm a game character artist, and before I got a full-time in-studio job, I'd get so many emails offering me jobs to do all the assets for a game in exchange for a shout-out on their Twitter. We're talking over a year of work in some cases in exchange for exposure. Yeah, it's crazy. The audacity that these people have to even try that is ridiculous, in my opinion. I mean, I guess I get it. They want to save money, but just what kind of a human being do you have to be to do that? Makes me nostalgic, that is true. Yeah, I couldn't think about Ola in that very moment. Sometimes it's like cognitive overload when trying to paint and then talk at the same time. Then I just brain fart. adjust again. Some areas I want darker. Just cleaning that up before I go back to... Oh, that was stupid, that wasn't dry. Before I get back to highlighting. Yeah, that's that is a coffee stain now. Scraping on pigments here. Should probably mix some new color. Yeah. It's not that much of a big deal anyway. But yeah, anything nostalgic sells tons of copies. But of course, like I said, I just don't want to even do the slightest thing that involves IP for obvious reasons. Okay, I haven't missed anything. Guys, don't forget I don't speak Spanish, so I don't know what you're saying. I think I was painting off, you know, focus the whole day today. Okay, just giving those highlights on one layer of almost pure ice yellow, and then definitely apply one, I don't know yet, probably a mix of white and ice yellow, just to push the contrast even more. So again, down here. All these round spheres, or not spheres, but spherical, or I guess tube-shaped filigree here. Just touching those higher up areas just to mimic the effect of light reflecting. That effect just gets increased by a lot of contrast.
Hey, I'm not surprised, motherfuckers.
Weimer, I beefsteak. One, thanks for following. Welcome to the community. Right, and just some random imperfections, maybe a scratch line here and there. It's probably not too smart to do that with this brush. Maybe I need to wait until I have my my Raphaels coming. No cookies. Okay. Let's add some white. What colors are you going to use for the hair? Probably just black and white, maybe with a blue in between, but that was the plan to do. But we're probably not going to get to the hair today, so I have a bit of time to think on it. Yeah, I just want to, again, push the contrast here, just on parts where you would have really bright reflections. I'm just going to dab on a bit of white, maybe a dot here and there on the edges to simulate some, you know, maybe a sword hit there or whatever, dent at the edge. Just brings out everything so much more, especially on yeah, non-metallic metal, non-metallic steel, or any metal that is not gold or brass. I just put in those last highlights simply because they, yeah, make everything so much more believable. Just not overdoing it, I guess. And also, since we have this yellow shine here, I definitely want to keep that and just put in a dot that is very localized to just simulate that, you know, there's light coming off or bouncing off, and then most of that area is still covered and still colored in this yellow highlights. Is there an online store you recommend to buy Raphael brushes from? Hard to get them in Australia. Hold on. I get mine from Jackson Arts. I also do have an affiliate link. They are the cheapest option that I know. And I think their brush orders are still free of shipping, but I don't know, that might just be the UK. But if you use my affiliate link, your first, and I'm going to give it to you in a second, the first order is going to be 10% off. That works. Yeah, so you're going to get a 10% discount, so that should somewhat make up for the shipping costs. And again, it's the cheapest that I found online. Even, you know, if I have to order them, or the cheapest that I found, even if I have to order them, because even locally I can get the prices that they have. And that's why I have an affiliate link with them. Not, it's, you know, I'm not recommending because I have an affiliate link, but I have an affiliate link because I can recommend them wholeheartedly. Is that a word? Okay, so that's what I'm going to do. Just going to push this until I'm happy. But yeah, I'll probably hop off now. As always, I'll try to put in one more stream this week. We'll see, maybe tomorrow, maybe I have time tomorrow. I can't promise. Either way, just follow my, you know,
Hey, I'm not surprised, motherfucker.
Twitch, for example. Follow me on YouTube. Everything is below the stream. What else? Yeah, just check out my Patreon if you want to, you know, have tutorials that really teach you how to paint, or, you know, at least my way of painting. And it helps me, you know, doing this full time. Then I can quit my job and can produce a lot more content. So think about that. Maybe that's an option for you. And even if you just want to pledge $1, that goes a long way. And you can also join the Discord server if you pledge $1. And people have said that it is super worth it for them because of the discussions and the feedback options. But yeah, check it out. Maybe it's an option for you. Other than that, thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for keeping the chat going as always. Yeah, I hope you learned something. Again, I'll be back next Monday, the latest. If you have any more questions, feel free to pop in. I guess that's it. I'm just going to host someone, and then we're good. We're good. Let's see. Thanks a lot, guys. Discord is great. Can confirm. There you go. And everything for just $1 a month. Everyone has $1. Let's be honest here. Okay, gotta find someone that streams miniatures. Dun, dun, dun. Let's go with this guy. Oh, I need a chat window. I wish my computer wasn't a potato. Okay, raid pirate monkey painting. Bye guys.